Hey guys! So today we're going to do a tattoo tour at the request of this comment, and I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. They're all trash for the most part. So I'm going to start this off with a quick little thing and say most of my tattoos on my body are done by me. I do not recommend doing that. Like, I am not a tattoo artist. It's not, like, just don't do it, okay? Like, if you're an adult, you're a grown-ass adult, do what you want to do with your life. I'm going to explain it a little bit more. I have 4 tattoos on my body that were done by other people, and I will talk about that a little bit more later on, you know, when we get to those tattoos. But the majority of them were done by me, and my whole philosophy with a lot of these is I'm just having fun and figuring out tattoos and figuring out how to do them and just enjoying doing them. My favorite tattoo aesthetic is actually like the blackout tattoos with like white ink over them. So most of my tattoos are on my body for the sole purpose of learning, with the intention of eventually doing the blackout with the white ink over them. So I want to preface it by saying that. Now, of course, not every tattoo is going to be gotten rid of as time goes on. Like, I'm not going to get rid of the tattoos that other people have done for me. I'm not going to get rid of tattoos that I've done that hold a lot of significance. We'll cover all of that for each tattoo. So, yeah. Let's just get into all the tattoos now, I guess. So my plan is to actually go from head to toe. So we're going to start at my face. I actually have runes tattooed, and I did that back when I was still very much so in my witchy ways before I found Jesus, and like truly found Jesus. But yeah, I did little runes. They were some of the first tattoos that I had done on myself. I did them because everybody was super worried that when I bought a tattoo machine that I was going to tattoo my face and just be really stupid. And I was like, no, I don't want to put like a tattoo by me on my face. Like that'd be insane. Like, and when I'm just learning how to do tattoos, like that's crazy. So kind of they were like just a little slap in the face of like, oh, you said don't tattoo my face? I'm going to tattoo my face. So I did those, and then, like, a long while after, I did a little bee, and then in my ear are honeycombs. Reasoning being, bees are cute. Okay, so as we move further down, like, there's nothing on my neck, but then I, of course, have the Losers Club tattoo, just for fun. I did this because it was a drawing that I had done, and eventually, like, as I do everything, like, the planchettes will be covered over time. I want to keep the calla lilies, and I love the moth. I do love the moth. It goes pretty far down. But yeah, so eventually, like, the planchettes are going to get, like, covered, and I'm going to be doing, like, the white ink over those, obviously. And then over on this arm, I have the, like, it's an outline of a woman, and it says Proverbs 31:25. So she is clothed in strength and dignity. Love that piece of scripture. I love that Proverbs was written for men. A little bit further down, this is one of the tattoos that I will not be covering up. It is a cowboy hat, and it has a calla lily, tulip, and then the November birth flower. Can't remember the name for the life of me, but I know that's what it is. And it also has, in my grandfather's handwriting, Love Ya, that I stole off a card that we found going through all of his stuff back when he had passed away. And, like, obviously, sentimental reasons alone, it being for my grandpa, being very significant of who he was as a person, obviously, I don't want to, like, get rid of it at any capacity. But also, I was experimenting with ink and what I could do. And so this first round right here is ink mixed with, like, his ashes are mixed into the ink. So yeah, very sentimental, very special. Here I have Rick Sanchez flipping people off and smoking. Yeah. You'll notice a lot of the designs also are not originally mine. This one, 1000% my drawing. There are some on here, like the Rick Sanchez, that are not, because it was me learning. And I found it's easier to learn, like, strokes and stuff with somebody else's design. But I did design this one. I did design this one. I did not design this. I did not design this one. I did design this one. And then over here, I have a little spider, and then I also have over here I have some Chinese writing, and it goes down into like a little design down onto my ribs. And the reason I have a spider is because you can't see it, but I have heart-shaped spider webs. And then, of course, we go a little bit further down. I have the infamous Eddie Bats. I also tattooed his signature. Then I have my Faith tattoo. I have a vampire, just to kind of, like, vampire lady, just to kind of tie in with the bats. My little candy hearts that are literally just say fuck off. I have Rocket's number right here. This has like a little semicolon on there. I used to be a self-harmer. I did attempt a few times to end my life. So that one has some significance to it. And right above it are raspberries. Everybody tells me they look like grapes. That's fine. It also has another I love you, and that is in my great-grandmother's handwriting. Super fun. On both of my arms, I have moons that have my son's astrological signs. While, like, I've been very anti-astrology these days, obviously I won't get those removed for a couple reasons. Those are actually 2 tattoos that I did not do on myself. A friend did them on me, actually. Their aunt did them on me. And when I say aunt, what I really, like, she's not a blood relative. She's not a blood relative of the narcissist. She is an aunt because she is the baby mama of the narcissist's best friend. And I love her to death. Like, she's an amazing woman. I claim her as family all the way through. I don't care that she's not blood. She's my family. But she did them. And I love them because she did them. They're very special to me because of that. Then I have the Bad Wolf tattoo because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan and I'm a freaking nerd. I also have 11 tattooed. How many nerdy things can you fit on your arm? All of them, if you ask me. And then, of course, I did another, like, rune thing, bringing it back to, like, family tree stuff and things like that I thought were really cool. And then I did little finger designs just to, like, play around and mess around with my fingers, figure them out. And to kind of, like, make it look like it's more on brand with what I tried right here. Because on my fingers, you can see that they are line work Star Wars tattoos, including my thumb, which held up the best. Is a Death Star. But, reason being, this one, I have touched over it a few times, but this one was supposed to be my wedding ring to the narcissist. His wedding ring, actually, is that one right there. Like, that's what he got. I got an X-Wing. Reason being that he was never going to buy me a ring. That would have been asking for too much. But a $30 tattoo from an apprentice, cool beans. So that's what we did, because I was stupid. And so that's why I ended up adding all the other Star Wars ones there, because I was like, well, I can't get it, like, lasered off, but, like, I could just add other now it just looks like I love Star Wars so much that I wanted it on my hand. So it's fine. And then the last one that I did, it's so horribly faded, but I keep adding a spider web right there just because I think it's fun. It's the webbing of my hand. Let's make it a spider web. Spiders and webs are just kind of like my general aesthetic anyway, if we couldn't tell from the fact that, like, that's the third web I've mentioned in this video now. Yeah. Let me see, am I forgetting any? I'm not forgetting any. We're gonna move on to my legs now. So starting on this leg, I have a good hand, and then all the way down here, I have a bad hand. Those will both be covered up. I mean, their intended purposes were to figure out hands. I have another little Ouija planchette with a pumpkin. I have the Hellfire die, the Pennywise balloon with the little boat. I have Over the Garden Wall, which I'm not sure if I'm going to cover up or not because it was made for my children. I have the Elm Street logo. Up here I have the Scream Knife, a Lego man who is missing his head, a little pumpkin head girl, and all the way back here I have Stolas, who is my favorite character from Helluva Boss. Further down I have Totoro, which I blew out a lot just because I couldn't get the angle right, but I think I'm going to keep him, definitely. I get so many compliments on this tattoo. I'm also going to be keeping this. It is a pumpkin down at the bottom with a scythe, and it's all in the shape of a coffin outline. That was a design of my own. I have the Beetlejuice worm. I have little ghosts. Down here I have the homunculus symbol, which I will be keeping. I have a little match that has like a little skeleton face in it. I have these little jars that have ghosts in them. And of course the Lego man head. And then back up to here I have this little lollipop. We all know it if we're fans of horror. And I have witch tattooed right above here. I'll explain that here in a minute. And then the first tattoos that I did on myself were the bee's knees. So this is my own design, and I just thought it was really, really cute. Then working up on this leg, I have an elephant with a little heart. I did this because of my love of Youngblood. I'm insecure, so I got a tattoo of an elephant, and obviously the broken heart for his little hearts club. This happened because of TikTok. Here. Other bee's knee. And then I have Low Life in Youngblood's handwriting tattooed here. And then I have a seraphim. I love that one. It's not my own design, but I do love that. That was me like trying to figure out the repetitiveness and something more intricate. And then I Refuse to Sink with a hot air balloon, little religious one again. And then all the way up here, I actually have the snake wrapped around the apple. And the reason that I have Low Life and Witch tattooed on my knees is because I tattooed Witch because even though I had found God and had become very Christian, my father said that because of me being goth, it didn't matter. I still wasn't Christian enough. I was still forever branded a witch. So I branded myself as a witch. Just kind of like, just out of anger. And originally, I wanted to put on my other knee, the word, I'm not going to say it, just right down there. Why? Because that's the one word that, my baby daddy likes to call me all the time. Like, I hear that word so often. So I thought about that. My mom told me that if I did that she was going to kill me. So I didn't do that. And then the song Low Life came out, and I was like, I feel that. So I did that one instead. And it ended up working out perfectly, because now I have 2 Youngblood tattoos. Fun. And my last tattoos are the door knockers from Labyrinth, my favorite movie growing up. You can see that originally I had something else planned. I was going to do the koi fish from Avatar. Ultimately decided against it because the door knockers are just so much cuter. Also, sorry, I didn't shave before filming this video because I'm sick today. It's also why I didn't worry about making my toenails pretty for y'all, because I'm sick. But I had free time because my children are also sick, so I figured gotta take advantage of it and force myself to film. I want a nap now. But yeah, so those are all of my tattoos, and I plan on getting rid of most of them when the time comes. This arm I'm intentionally not touching. One, because it's the arm that I use for tattooing. I am right-handed all the way. But two, because this one, when it gets mostly blacked out, I still want one that's normal. But yeah, that's the majority of my tattoos. Because obviously, I can't show you these ones. It's not happening. Not happening at all. This was because it was asked within a comment on a video. If y'all make comments, like, 2024 is most of the way filmed. I have a video that'll come out right before all of my pre-recorded videos explaining it a little bit more. But most of 2024 is completely pre-recorded, with the exception of days that I left blank for holidays. So y'all have plenty of time to recommend a bunch of content if you guys want to see anything specific coming 2025. My comment section is open to any and all recommendations. As long as it is YouTube friendly, it will more than likely end up in 2025. Bye.